Hey guys, I'm excited to announce today's video has been sponsored by AOA.com. It's a great website where you can buy RL items and credits at a great reliable location. If you need a place to get your items for your dream car design, or you're just looking for items that you've really been wanting for a long time, AOA.com is the way to go. And by using code SPORTEDAN, you can check the link in the description below for 6% off your next purchase. Now, let's get into the video. Hey, what is going on, guys? It is SPORTEDAN here. Welcome back to another Rocket League ranking video, and in today's episode, we're going to be ranking all of the Rocket Pass goal explosions. Now, there's some very good ones, and well, obviously, there's some very bad ones. So, yeah, that's obviously for the most cases. Now, please remember, this is my opinion, okay? Like, don't come at me saying this is the worst list I've ever seen. It might be bad, and it might get some people mad. But you could say that respectfully, you don't have to like come at me and curse at me, but nonetheless, this is obviously my opinion. If you want to give me your opinion, let me know in the comments down below. What's your top 5? What do you think I did wrong? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of this list. But as always, make sure to use code SPORTEDAN11 in the item shop. And if you guys have not hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below to get up to date on my newest Rocket League videos. Now, there are 32 goal explosions in the Rocket Pass as of currently right now of this recording, and none of them that I showcase will be the painted versions. We're not going to go off of any of the painted versions. I did forget to mention that. But starting at the number 32 spot, it's Floppy Fish. I don't know what this is. I love the theme of it and everything, but like the way it looks is not good. Like, I'm just going to straight up say it doesn't look very good. So at the top spot, number 32, Floppy Fish. Alright, now I will give this one some credit. Last year when we did this was actually around the 15-16 spot. But the only reason why it was at that spot is because it had a distinct, basically like gravity bomb. It pulled the Rocket League cars in and chewed them up. I absolutely love that. Now, we're in a new year, okay? It's not good. It looks very interesting. Look, it fit the theme very nicely, obviously. Now, one thing about all of these Rocket Pass goal explosions is that they all fit a theme, right? But this one, I just don't enjoy, okay? And honestly, the only thing that I could see myself using is the Cobalt version, because it looks like the Cookie Monster, and it kind of resembles it pretty nicely. But nonetheless, number 31 has to go to NOMSTER. I don't enjoy it. I don't think it looks the best. So, at the number 31, NOMSTER. Okay, this one hurts a little bit as well because this looked so cool in the trailer for Season 4 or S4. It was ranked number 10 last time. I have to put it at the number 30 spot. I don't use it. It's amazing. It's so cool, but now, obviously, when I say they could have done more, they couldn't have really done more because, the fact that this was set to that season. But nonetheless, I don't know. At the number 30 spot, it has to be YEEHAW. I'm sorry, but it's just, I don't know. I don't enjoy it very much. It looks great. It fits the theme, but other than that, not much going on. Yeah, that's right. I put Light Show before YEEHAW. Also, it's not showing for some reason, but the reason why I put Light Show at this number spot is because I know it's just strobe lights, and this again goes back to the whole they could have done more, but this fit the music theme so nicely. When you score a goal, there is a party going on in the enemy's goal explosion. It's awesome. It's amazing. So yeah, at the number 29 spot has to be Light Show. I love it. It's a little, obviously a little too much when it comes to strobing lights, but that's the theme, it's a rave. Well, speaking of music theme as well, now I don't know when this came out, but we have Riser. Another music theme goal explosion, but I like this one a little bit better because one, it's not a seizure that you get from Light Show, but nonetheless, I absolutely love the colors. I love the way that it creates this goal explosion, creates a box around the whole goal, and then it starts playing the music, and then it just so cool in my opinion. That's why I think it's a little bit better of a music theme. Now, definitely Riser isn't the greatest goal explosion, but it is still better than Light Show when it comes to music theme. So at the number 28 spot, we have Riser. Now, I definitely know these next two, number 27 and 26, I'm going to get some major hate for. But at the number 27 spot, we're starting off with HOLODATA, okay? HOLODATA, it's also known as the Cube, as some people like to call it, but JJ Amy, if you guys remember him, he absolutely loves this goal explosion, and that's the only reason why it's number 27, is because I had to see it every single day of my life. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. But like HOLODATA itself, I don't know. It doesn't really deserve to be any lower. I know it's a cube and then it explodes out, but there's not much happening, you know? Like, so at the number 27 spot, we have HOLODATA. All right, I'm ready. Bring on the hate. I understand this hate, but honestly, I got a couple words for a lot of these people. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. But at the number 26 spot, POOF. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But look, some people absolutely love the clean aspect of POOF. But in my complete honest opinion, when I score a goal on the enemy team, I want to show it off. I want to rub it in their face that I scored. This POOF goal explosion goes away in a second. It's not worthy. It's literally, it's clean though. When I'm feeling it, I like it. But honestly, when I score a goal, I want to show off my goal explosions to let them know that I scored. That is super toxic. But like, no, and honestly, I just want it to be a cool goal explosion. It has nothing to do with like scoring on the enemy team or anything being toxic. But like, literally, POOF, too clean, too quick. You can't see it enough. I'm sorry. It's clean. I get it. I love it. But it's not worthy enough to go any lower than this. I'm sorry. Yeah, I put KABLOOY again before, or I put KABLOOY before Toon, or before POOF. That's because I actually kind of enjoy KABLOOY. It's like what Toon Sketch should have been with the black market goal explosion. I mean, KABLOOY should be a black market goal explosion. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is so nice. Like, look at this. So one of my things that I actually do enjoy that we'll get into a little bit deeper into the list is KABLOOY has a different animation every time you score. So let's see, right? When the goal explosion happens, you see the stuff flying out. Okay, not that time. You didn't see any stuff flying out. But look, okay, sometimes stuff flies out. Like, not that one either. Actually, that went behind. That went behind. Listen, this isn't a good example right now. Here you go. See how stuff came on the outside? That's not every time. Different animations sometimes are very nice, and the KABLOOY one is no exception. I love the colors of it. I love the Toon feeling to it, and I just absolutely love it. So at the number 25 spot, KABLOOY. All right, Metablast should be number 1. No, I'm just kidding. Metablast is a very nice goal explosion, and I think it deserves the number 24 spot. For one, being so clean. It is cleaner than POOF. I'm sorry. But Metablast, look at it. It's literally just a goal explosion happens, and then it just slowly stays there, and it's just... That's very clean. Not only on that, on top of that, it also has black and white inside. It gives you a little bit of a mini game to try and get inside the goal explosion so you can see everything black and white. You can see it right here. Everything turns black and white. That's pretty cool. So at the number 24 spot, has to be Metablast. Okay, this one also hurts a little bit because at the number 23 spot, we have Savage Spray. Now, this is last season, S8. When we saw the trailer for S8, amazing. This goal explosion happened, and I thought this was the greatest. This was going to be one of the greatest goal explosions. But when it gets into in-game, it just disappears. Like, look at this. The animation happens, and then it just ends. What is that about, Rocket League? Like, why did it end like that? I don't understand. I love the color. I love the theme of it. It is an amazing theme, but I hate the way it just ended like that. It didn't really make sense to me, so that's why it doesn't deserve to be any lower. At number 23 spot, we have Savage Spray. This is what Savage Spray should have looked like. It should have had a great ending, right? So at the number 22 spot, we have Checkered Flag, another one that fit the theme so nicely. It was an I think it was an S3. It was a racing theme. Fit it so nicely. I mean, like checkered flag, here we come. I mean, that's like one of the, I don't know much of NASCAR. That's like the only thing that I really know. Maybe it's from Cars, because Cars is hands down the greatest movie of all time. Rocket League, please add Lightning McQueen into Rocket League. Anyway, so yeah, at the number 22 spot, it has Checkered Flag. Now, it's the same exact motion as Savage Spray, basically, but this one has a little bit of an ending to it. So the flag disappears, yes, but there's like a little bit of a dust going through that I actually really enjoy. So that's the only reason why it's right below Savage Spray. So at the number 22 spot, Checkered Flag. All right, we're getting into a very old goal explosion here with Mr. Monsoon. A very nice goal explosion at the time. One of my favorites at the time. I mean, it's a cloud surrounded by a storm, and then a explosion like thunder. Honestly, such a cool concept. Rocket League, you did such an amazing job on this. Now, unfortunately, you know, it's way before its time. You know, like, newer and better goal explosions have come out. So, unfortunately, at the number 21 spot, we have Mr. Monsoon. Let's talk about probably one of the most forgettable Rocket Pass goal explosions. I almost said black market, but one of the most unforgettable or forgettable Rocket Pass goal explosions, League Legacy. I actually forgot about this goal explosion. That fun fact, I had to re-record this entire thing because I forgot Elemental. I forgot all the new ones like Brimstone and Ice Age, and I also forgot this one. So League Legacy is at the number 20 spot because it reminds me of a lot of the home run goal explosion as well as ballistic, but it has the supersonic acrobatic rocket powered battle card balls in it. So honestly, it doesn't really deserve to be any lower because it's just so similar to some of those. Not only that, it is one of the most forgettable goal explosions of all time. I think it was free. I honestly can't remember, but I think it was free. I know the boost was, but yeah, at the number 20 spot, we have League Legacy. All right, Spatial Rift at the number 19 spot, and I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry if it is wrong, but this deserves the number 19 spot because it is a very clean, cool-looking goal explosion. It's very clean as well. So obviously the goal explosion happens, and it surrounds not only just the goal itself, but the entire thing. Honestly, such a cool goal explosion. Not much to say about this one. I did have high hopes with it, though, when I did see the name. That's the only reason why I think it really deserves a number 19 spot, is because I actually had a lot of high hopes. I can't remember which season off the top of my head, but when I first heard that, I was like, ooh, this was way before space stuff, by the way. So when I first heard Spatial Rift, I was like, ooh, it's going to be something space. Remember, we've had nothing space in this entire Rocket Pass yet, so this is an earlier one. And I was like, wow. And then I saw it and I was like, it's cool, but it's not as spacey as I thought. So yeah, at the number 19 spot, we have Spatial Rift. I hope that's how you say it. Okay, this is the first time that I'm actually going to stand up for a goal explosion. Now, obviously it doesn't deserve the best goal explosion, but people don't like this goal explosion. I don't know why. Like, there's so much hate surrounding it for some reason. Also, my ranking video went away, or my ranking thing went away, my list on my phone. But why do people hate this so much? I enjoy the Elemental series of the boost, the trail, and the goal explosion. It's fire and ice coming together. Like, I haven't heard one good thing about it. Yes, I know it is not the best Rocket Pass goal explosion that we've ever had, but I still think it is such a nice, cool looking goal explosion. One thing I will disagree with, though, is the painted versions. Why? Why is there need to be a painted version of this? It is supposed to be Elemental. It's supposed to be fire and ice. So in all honesty, Elemental at the number 18 spot, only the unpainted one. If we were doing this by color, all the painted ones would be the highest rank possible, number 37 or whatever. So at the number 18 spot, Elemental. I'm sorry. Okay, at the number 17 spot, we are getting into our first goal explosion that is numbered. What I mean by that is back then we actually used to get 3 or 2 goal explosions per Rocket Pass. Now we only get 1. But there's 2 different versions of this one, I believe. There's 3 different versions of this goal explosion. So this is the QUASAR 1. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's either QSAR or KASAR. I'm going to say KASAR. I'm sorry if it's wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But at the number 17 spot, it is the QUASAR 1. Now, this reminds me of a little bit of Solar Flare. I'm not sure which one came out first, but nonetheless, it is a very calm Solar Flare. So I think this one is super clean. The colors look amazing. It's pink, red, and black. I mean, that's amazing. Honestly, so at the number 17 spot, it's the QUASAR 1. All right, staying with the numbered theme, we have Force Razor 1. There's first one from this Force Razor. There's actually only 2 for this one, but it deserves the number 16 spot because it is a very nice, clean goal explosion. I love the color of it. I love the initial goal explosion that you see here. Like, watch, and then it's like this whole atom thing going on. That's something that I really do enjoy, and it is very long. Like, it is a very long goal explosion. It's like 5 seconds for some reason, but so yeah, at the number 16 spot, we have the Force Razor 1, mostly because of the colors and the way it looks. The animation is amazing. All right, at the number 15 spot, we have the Wall Breaker 1, another one that only has 2. This one is perfect. I mean, it's at the number 15 spot, but it's perfect, okay? The Wall Breaker 1 is incredible. The color looks amazing. The animation is perfect. Like, it's a wall, right? Like, so you have a wall fill up the whole entire goal explosion, and then it just... I guess I want to call it a black hole, just pulls in all of the bricks into the black hole in such a cool animation. It's like the opposite of QUASAR 1. instead of like spewing things out, it like just pulls it in. I absolutely love that. So at the number 15 spot, we have the Wall Breaker 1. Well, welcome to the first goal explosion that is numbered, but this is the last one of the series, Force Razor. Now, I know I just had Force Razor 1 at the number 16 spot. I'm looking down on my list. That's why I'm looking down. But I know I had it at the number 16 spot. But Force Razor series is very clean, but it ain't that clean, right? So we have Force Razor 2 at the number 14 spot. It's just a bigger, more animated version of Force Razor 1, which a lot of these are, which is no problem. But the color looks amazing. Other than that, it's almost the exact same, which I don't mind at all, but it doesn't deserve to be any lower. Not much is needed to be said about Force Razor 2. So at the number 14 spot, we have Force Razor 2. All right, at the number 13 spot, we have Supernova 1. I believe, and I really hope I'm correct on this, Supernova was the first ever Rocket Pass goal explosion that we got. I think I remember that very distinctly. But Supernova 1 is nonetheless by far a very clean goal explosion. That is why it is possibly the lowest number 1 goal explosion when it comes to the numbered list. So Supernova 1 is amazing, right? The colors look spectacular. There's a black hole in the middle that just, and there's like an atom type surrounding it that's just super clean. Not only that, there's not much going on. It's just literally goes away. Poof, black hole, the sparkles go away, everything goes away. Such a clean black market, or it should be a black market, but super clean Rocket Pass goal explosion. So at the number 13 spot, we have Supernova 1. All right, at the number 12 spot, we have the QUASAR number 2, and this one is obviously just a little more, animation, a little more intense, but this one reminds me of like an angry solar flare. Like if you guys seen solar flare, it's very calm, it's very peaceful. This one is just a very angry QUASAR 2, obviously like a solar flare type style. So yeah, not much to be said about this one other than it's just a little bit more animated. I actually really enjoy this one. The color is very nice. It's that lime and green color that we don't see very often anymore. So at the number 12 spot, the QUASAR 2. Look, I don't know what it is about Dust Cloud, but to me, Dust Cloud is a very clean goal explosion. It deserves the number 11 spot because it is honestly so clean for no reason. This one might get some hate, but it's literally just dirt. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's just so nice. It's a bigger version of Poof. Instead of Poof, it's a dust cloud in your goal explosion or an enemy's goal explosion. How much better can it get? I mean, obviously it does get better since it's only number 11 spot, but nonetheless, there's not much to say about Dust Cloud because it's literally just a cloud of dust. So at the number 11 spot, Dust Cloud. All right, I know this is at the number 10 spot and we are starting the number 10 spot, but I do have one complaint about Phoenix Fire. Is when I first heard it in a video, I think it was Diwobs, I'm saying his name wrong, but he released it in the game files. I thought it was going to be way better. Like I thought it was going to be something a little bit cooler. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Phoenixes, but I don't know. I mean, there could have been more. But nonetheless, it still deserves the number 10 spot because honestly, it looks amazing. I mean, the gold one especially, but the unpainted one still looks incredible. Now, unfortunately, you can't see the bird, but, obviously it just disappears. And that's something that I really like because it doesn't just disappear, it kind of vanishes away. You can kind of see it towards the end here. It kind of vanishes, which is really nice. But the colors look spectacular. The Phoenix itself looks incredible. So I think it fit the theme so nicely. So at the number 10 spot, we have the Phoenix Fire. Now, this map is doing this goal explosion a little bit dirty, okay? It's a lot darker on this map, obviously, because it's a darker themed. But nonetheless, this one might get some hate as well. At the number 9 spot, we have Overgrowth. Not that I forgot about it, but it's just always been one of my favorites when it comes to just clean. It's literally just a tree. I mean, I don't know. And I just love the sound of it. It looks amazing. It sounds amazing. And there's not much to say about Overgrowth for the number 9 spot other than it's really clean. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Number 9 spot, Overgrowth. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wow, you really put QUASAR 3 at the number 8 spot when the last two have been pretty well received. Well, the QUASAR 3 is still incredible, right? It's an angry solar flare. It's more angry than ever. There's still better gold explosions, though. Just hands down, right? So QUASAR has this beautiful color combination of that pink and purple, right? And then it's got that black hole type thing in the middle, and it's more angry before. That's what I like. It's the animation spectacular. It also could be some bias towards like older Rocket Pass design or Rocket Pass gold explosions, but it's not because we actually have a couple of new ones in here. But at the number 8 spot, it is the QUASAR 3. Not much to be said about this one other than it's very angry and it looks cool. All right, at the number 7 spot, we have SUPERNOVA 2. Again, a little bit more of a different animation from SUPERNOVA 1, but nonetheless, you can actually see a little bit of that atom. I think it's an atom. I don't know what it is, but you can see a little bit more of that animation in the middle. That's incredible. Plus, it also lasts a little bit longer, which is pretty cool for the animation wise. It like hangs around for an extra second to let that black hole be the only thing there, which is honestly pretty cool. Plus, I absolutely love the way it looks on the screen. I mean, as you can see, like around my mouse area, right around here where my mouse is, look at that. Like you can really see like kind of like a momentous type thing. I don't know how to describe it, but a momentous type effect. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's probably wrong, but nonetheless, SUPERNOVA 2 deserves the number 7 spot. Okay, this one hurts a little bit because Wallbreaker 2 is actually what I ended up using the most one season, and I think I have I think I have a lot of goals with the titanium white Wallbreaker. Let's see. I have 281 goals with the Wallbreaker, and then I moved on to another one. Now, nonetheless, the Wallbreaker 2 is so clean. Right? Look at this. It takes up almost the entire goal explosion, and then it does the exact same animation from the Wallbreaker 1, which looks absolutely incredible, but it's more intense. That's something that I really like. So, yeah. Oh, hold on. What number is it? Number 6. Yeah, number 6. I forgot to write number 6. But 6, Wallbreaker. Absolutely love it. Wallbreaker 2, it's incredible. I absolutely love the color combination, and the animation just looks incredible. So, at the number 6 spot, Wallbreaker 2. Now, a lot of these goal explosions that you are seeing currently, like the Wallbreaker 2, the Rad Rocket, including the next ones, were all bumped out of the normal spot. So Rad Rock was actually number 3 on the list. Now it's down to number 5. So Rad Rock is actually one of my favorite goal explosions when it comes to using it because I absolutely love crystals. The way this goal explosion also works, the animation is beautifully done, right? The entire goal is covered by crystals, and then it like pulls it in, and then it explodes it all out. I don't know what their obsession was back then, but I think they still are pretty obsessed with something like that. But nonetheless, this is a beautiful goal explosion. That's why it deserves the number 5 spot. It is amazing. The look, the color, the animation, execution, perfect. So at the number 5 spot, Rad Rock. Again, you are looking at the number 2 goal explosion, but instead it was bumped out of place to the number 4 spot for 2 other goal explosions that you'll see in just a second. But at the number 4 spot, we have SUPERNOVA 3. And man, does this goal explosion bring up some memories, right? SUPERNOVA 3 was by far hands down the best goal explosion of all Rocket Pass time, right? When it came to back then. The animation is just way more intense. Obviously, it's actually the exact same from SUPERNOVA 1 to SUPERNOVA 2. I understand why they got rid of that, to be honest with you, because it was literally just the same thing, but more, angry and more animation. But nonetheless, this is the exact same thing. It's more animation. It's bigger. It's better. It looks incredible. Not only that, the motion effectiveness is 10 times better. Look at this. It is throughout the entire map. That's incredible, right? So at the number 4 spot, it is SUPERNOVA 3. I think I've used this a lot back then. It's one of my favorites. Like I have it hearted so I don't ever get rid of it. Okay, I had a show off cert of it, but I used it quite a lot. So yeah. Anyway, number 4 spot, it is SUPERNOVA 3, which I'm very excited about, but it hurts. Well, welcome to the 2 goal explosions that have taken the spot of my normal ones. And yes, I absolutely love this style of goal explosion, that it's just unbeatable. I don't know why it's not happening, but at the number 3 spot, it is Brimstone. Now, this one is a little bit more opinionated when it comes to animation style, but the reason why 3 is Brimstone is because it's fire. Now, like I said, this is just a huge opinion, but this is by far one of the greatest goal explosion type styles that have ever hit Rocket League. When they figured out that they can cover the entire map in a goal explosion, blew everything out of proportion. Hands down, one of the greatest. Whoever designed that, I will personally shake your hand and give you $3 million for. No, I don't have $3 million, but I will personally give you a promotion. And I can't even do that. I will ask Cyanic's bosses. But nonetheless, at the number 3 spot, it is Brimstone. And then, well, I mean, I'm just going to cut right to the chase, right? Right after that, is Ice Age. Number 2, Ice Age. Now, this is obviously very opinionated, so you can definitely decide if you like fire or ice better. But for me personally, Ice Age, I like ice better than fire. I like the cold better than heat. So number 2 spot is Ice Age. Hands down, one of the greatest things that have ever come into Rocket League. Again, look at this. Look at the car. Look at the car when the explosion happens. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, Rocket League, you absolutely nailed it out of the park with these goal explosions. I mean, just, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible what Rocket League has decided to do. So, at the number 2 spot, it is Ice Age. The one that started it all. And not only that, it is the best one because it's space themed. I mean, that's just like my opinion again. But at the number 1 spot, it is literally the goal explosion that started everything when it came to this style. COSMOSIS. Beautiful. Execution. Perfect. For the last 3, perfect. Executed to perfection. It was perfect. Perfect. But COSMOSIS is the number 1 spot, mostly because I absolutely love stars, and this is a star themed. I mean, look at this thing. Look at the way the car looks. Are you kidding me? That's incredible. So yeah, at the number 1 spot, it has to be COSMOSIS. I mean, I know Ice Age and Brimstone all share that same type of thing, but Brimstone was number 3 because it was fire. I hate fire. Number 2 was Ice Age because I love the ice way and I love the way that it looks. And then COSMOSIS is number 1 for 1, being the number 1 that started it all, and number 2 being space themed. This was amazing. This was incredible. So yeah, at the number 1 spot, COSMOSIS. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next episode.